Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Kuznetsova Ksenia Alexandrovna speaking. I am together with you again today. Today we have a very busy lesson. Today we are going to discuss conditionals. So, what are conditionals? Okay, conditionals are such sentences which give you some condition. Okay, I switch back to Russian. Итак, сегодня мы с вами возьмем новую тему в грамматике. Моя группа знает уже немножко об этой теме, а группа Ольги Валентиновны берет и работает с нами сейчас вместе. Это у нас условные предложения, называется по-английски conditionals. И, конечно же, как всегда, мы с вами грамматику объясняем по-русски. Начнем мы с вами с теории. Что такое условные предложения? Это предложение, когда вам ставится какое-то условие. Вот давайте посмотрим. Вот наши условные предложения. Сколько типов условных предложений вы здесь видите? Вот я вижу 4 типа условных предложений. Это нулевой, первый, второй и третий. Что это означает? И вообще, собственно, для чего? Какова их функция? Функция их заключается в том, что первый тип условных предложений используется. Take a look. Facts which are generally true or scientific facts. The condition always has the same result. Итак, это у нас условие, которое говорит нам о каких-то фактах. Чаще всего это общая истина какая-то или какие-то научные факты. Например, вот у нас замечательный пример здесь. Если вы нагреете лед, то он растает. If you heat ice, it melts. Что это означает? Это означает, что при любом условии результат будет всегда одинаковый. Посмотрите, пожалуйста, форму образования. If. После if у нас идет present simple. И во второй части предложения тоже present simple. Итак, давайте посмотрим, что у нас идет дальше. А дальше у нас идет первый тип условного предложения. Посмотрите, для чего он нужен. A possible situation in the future, predicting a likely result in the future if the condition happens. Как вы думаете, эта ситуация всегда происходит? Нет, конечно. Это возможная ситуация. Если при условии выполнения какого-то условия, то что-то произойдет. А если условие не выполняется, то автоматически это не происходит. Итак, посмотрите, пожалуйста, форму образования. В первой части предложения после if у нас точно так же идет present simple. If it rains, we will cancel the trip. If you study, you will pass the exam. Но во второй части предложения, посмотрите, в отличие от нулевого условного предложения, у нас появляется будущее время. Это действительно целесообразно, потому что будущее время у нас, естественно, результат будет в будущем. Будущее время показывает у нас какой-то результат. Дальше. Second conditional. Второй тип условных предложений. Как всегда, начинаем с функции. Для чего он нужен? Uses hypothetical or unlikely situations, unreal or improbable situation now or in the future. Итак, второй тип условных предложений у нас используется для нереального настоящего. То есть какие-то действия в настоящем времени невыполнимы. Но мы предполагаем, вот если бы, да кабы, то есть если бы ситуация была именно такая, то было бы вот такой вот результат. Мой любимый пример в данном случае всегда if I were the president, I would do this, this, this and that. Но я же не президент. То есть замечательный пример тоже. На вашем месте я бы, но я же не на вашем месте. Давайте посмотрим на форму образования. If I won the lottery, if they sold their house. Обратите внимание, пожалуйста, на глагол. Скажите, пожалуйста, в какой форме у нас здесь находится глагол? Конечно, у нас здесь даже подсказка есть. Это у нас past simple. Что же у нас во второй части предложения? Посмотрите, пожалуйста. Вот у нас would and verb. Обратите внимание. Вот здесь у нас было будущее. А здесь у нас уже, как называется это временное явление? Это будущее в прошедшем. То есть мы спускаемся на одну ступенечку в прошлое. Было будущее, станет будущее в прошедшем. А теперь у меня к вам вот такой вот вопрос. Сравните, пожалуйста, русскую фразу и английскую. If I were the president. Если бы я была президентом. Сходство видите? Это означает, что, смотрите, и там для настоящего времени и в русском, и в английском мы употребляем прошедшее время. Потому что мы знаем, что ситуация эта нереальная, какая-то она отличается от того состояния, которое у нас в настоящее время. Ну и, наконец-то, третий тип условных предложений. Third conditional, вот он у нас. Uses. The person is imagining a different past. Imaginary situation that did not happen. Итак, третий тип условных предложений у нас для нереального прошедшего. Ну, например, мы предполагаем, что если бы мы вот сделали так-то, то был бы другой результат. If you had studied, you would have passed the exam. If I hadn't been sick, I would have gone to your party. Увидели? Отлично. Что это означает? Это означает, что мы спускаемся еще на одну ступеньку в прошлое. Посмотрите. Present simple, past perfect. Future simple, future in the past, future perfect in the past. Я вам рекомендую сейчас. У моей группы есть такая таблица, но на всякий случай некоторых детей не было, можно тоже сейчас скопировать. Группа Ольги Валентиновны обязательно в своей тетради по грамматике занесите, пожалуйста, эту информацию. Я даю вам на это 3 минуты, а дальше мы с вами продолжим. Well, I think you're ready. And if you are not, put the video on the pause and then write what you want. What you need, of course. And now we are going to train a little bit. Well, take a look. Here we have got different sentences. Actually, there are 4 of them. Do you see? So 4 sentences. And here you are to match the beginning, the first part of the sentence, and the ending, the second part of the sentence. I give you half a minute to look through the statements and match them. Of course, you write this information in your exercise book. Okay, let's get it started. Let's check. If you heat water, it boils. If the weather is fine, we'll go for a walk. If I were rich, I'd help the poor. If we had listened to Mom, what would happen? Take a look again. We wouldn't have got lost. Do you see? Now, let's go back to our sentences and take a look. What type of a conditional is the first sentence? If you heat water, it boils. Of course, it is zero conditional. Then, number 2, if the weather is fine, we'll go for a walk. That's right, conditional number 1. Number 3, If I were rich, I would help the poor. That is number 2. And sentence number 4, if we had listened to mom, we wouldn't have got lost. That is number 4. Итак, смотрим еще раз. Научная ситуация с фактами, то есть которые неизменны. Это нулевой. Дальше. Условия в будущем. Может быть будет, может быть нет. Это первый тип сослагательного наклонения или условных предложений. Следующее. Если бы я была богата, я бы помогала бедным. То есть это у нас нереальное настоящее. И последнее – это нереальное прошедшее. Почему? Потому что если бы мы тогда послушали маму, мы бы не потерялись. So, let's take a look. Let's take a look at our next task. It is matching the types of conditionals to their use. Use means использование. So let's get it started. Here we have got a real or very probable situation in the present or in the future, imaginary situation contrary to the facts in the past, advice, general truth, regrets or criticism, something that always happens as a result of something else, and imaginary situation contrary to the facts in the present. Okay, let's do it this way. Here we have got conditional type 1, type 0, type 2, and type 3. I would like you to match these statements and the type of the conditional. 3 minutes for you. So, if you are ready, let's check our information. So, conditional 0 expresses general truth, something that always happens as a result of something else. Conditional number 1, real or very probable situation in the present future. Conditional number 2, imaginary situation contrary to the facts in the present, and advice. And number 3, regrets or criticism, то есть сожаление о чем-то, какой-то ситуации, an imaginary situation contrary to the facts in the past. So right now we are going to work with 0 conditional. Let's remember, here we are. 0 conditional, present simple and present simple. So let's train it a little bit. Are you ready? Here we go. So, open the brackets, put the verbs into the correct form. Okay? I give you like 2 or 3 minutes to do this task. Well, let's check what we have got here. If you mix white and black, you get gray, because you in present simple, because get in present simple with you is get. If you drop ice into water, it floats. Don't forget S, because it, he, she, we have got S. If you leave metal in the rain, it rusts. Again, the same situation. If you eat a lot of junk food, you gain extra weight. Then, water boils if you heat it up to 100 degrees centigrade. Plants die if you don't water them. If you put some coins inside, the machine gives you a ticket. Dairy products keep longer if you put them into the fridge. Okay, now let's get to the first conditional. Take a look. Here we have got first conditional. It uses present simple in the first part after if, and it uses future simple in the second part. And now I have a question. Can we start our sentence only with if? Of course not. We can use other connectors, when, while, as soon as, and other words that help us to do it. So right now we are going to have a little bit of listening, and we are going to discuss superstitions. Do you know what superstitions are? Okay, a lot of people believe in this. Like, if you see a black cat that crosses your street, you will have bad luck. So, have you guessed what a superstition is? That's right. Предрассудки. Какие-то, верования, которые не всегда являются настоящими. So, let's take a look. Here we have got a video. So, you are going to listen to people talking about some common superstitions in their country. Common means распространенные суеверия. What type of conditionals do people use to talk about superstitions? Okay, and after that we are going to match the superstitions to their probable effect. That's why please watch the video carefully, because you will have to do the task. Okay, so let's get it started.
If it's nice, we'll take a walk, side by side.
Do you know any superstitions?
Yes. If you find a four-leaf clover, you'll have good luck.
Do you believe that?
I sure do. Here, let me show you. You see this? This is my four-leaf clover. I carry it all the time. Superstitions? I can think of one. If you open an umbrella in your house, you'll have bad luck.
If you break a mirror, you'll have bad luck for 7 years.
Do I know any superstitions? I can't think of any. Wait a minute, I know one. If you find a horseshoe, you'll have good luck.
Superstitions? I don't believe any of that stuff.
You aren't superstitious?
No, I'm not superstitious at all.
Do you see that ladder?
Yes?
You know, some people believe that if you walk under a ladder, you'll have bad luck.
That's ridiculous.
Whatever you say.
Well, I gotta get going now. Nice talking with you.
Oh, hi, young man. Are you okay?
So let's watch the video again, because you need to match the superstitions and their consequences. Consequences means последствия. So let's watch the video and mark the superstitions.
If it's nice, we'll take a walk, side by side.
Do you know any superstitions?
Yes. If you find a four-leaf clover, you'll have good luck.
Do you believe that?
I sure do. Here, let me show you. You see this? This is my four-leaf clover. I carry it all the time. Superstitions? I can think of one. If you open an umbrella in your house, you'll have bad luck.
If you break a mirror, you'll have bad luck for 7 years.
Do I know any superstitions? I can't think of any. Wait a minute, I know one. If you find a horseshoe, you'll have good luck.
Superstitions? I don't believe any of that stuff.
You aren't superstitious?
No, I'm not superstitious at all.
Do you see that ladder?
Yes?
You know, some people believe that if you walk under a ladder, you'll have bad luck.
That's ridiculous.
Whatever you say.
Well, I gotta get going now. Nice talking with you.
Oh, hi, young man. Are you okay?
Okay, the video was nice. What conditional did people use when they talked about superstitions? Okay, your answers? Well, of course, that was conditional type 1, because if you do this, you will get this. It's kind of a prediction for the future. And right now, I would like you to take a look at the superstitions and their consequences. Okay, here we are. Just a minute for you. Match the first part of the sentence and the second. Well, let's check. The first one, if you open an umbrella in your house, you will have bad luck. Here we are, the first and the third here. If you walk under the ladder, something bad will happen to you immediately, at once. Then, if you find a four-leaf clover, you will have good luck. Remember, there was a woman, she had a four-leaf clover together with her. Then, if you break a mirror, you will have bad luck for 7 years. Do you believe in any of the superstitions? Do we have any superstitions in Russia? Okay, so I would like you right now to write one superstition. You may believe it, you may trust it, or you may not. It's up to you. But I would like you to write it. So please do not take any of the superstitions that are mentioned here. Write it on your own. Now we pass over to the second task. Take a look. We will have a little bit of listening. Again, we speak about superstitions. Okay, here we are. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the statements here. Statement A, it's better to be safe than sorry. How do you understand it? Okay. Next, B, superstitions are an important part of my culture. C, you make your own luck. D, superstitions have no place in the modern world. And E, superstitions are just a bit of fun. So, I would like you to underline the key words in all the statements. Tell me please, what are the key words? Tell me please what the key words in the first statement are. Okay, as far as I see it, that is better, safe than sorry. Statement B, important part, culture. C, you make own luck or just luck. D, no place, modern world. And E, superstitions. Oh, no, you may just use a bit of fun. So right now you will have 5 speakers. They will discuss, they will talk about some superstitions. Okay? You are to match the speakers and what the main idea of their talk is. Okay? So in your exercise books, mark numbers from 1 to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and under the number you are to write the letter. Okay? Ready, steady, go.
I'm not superstitious at all. I mean, most people say touch wood for good luck, but I don't even do that. To tell you the truth, I don't think that being successful in life is about being lucky or unlucky. I think you need to know what you want and then work hard to get it. That's what makes a lucky person, in my opinion.
Is there any reason to believe in superstitions? Probably not. But nobody really knows. If I see a ladder across my path, for example, I always walk around it. You know, just in case. I just don't want to take the risk, that's all.
I never touch wood, throw salt over my shoulder, carry a lucky charm, that kind of thing. I can't believe people still believe in these silly superstitions today. I think we should forget them and leave them in the past where they belong. I'm certainly not going to teach my children to believe in any of that rubbish.
I don't take superstitions very seriously, but they are a kind of hobby. I love to sit down with friends and chat about something strange that has happened. We all laugh and tell each other that it is a sign of good or bad luck. Sometimes we try to guess what might happen next. Of course, we never guess correctly, but we always enjoy ourselves trying.
I find them all so interesting. You know, every superstition has its own history. I love to learn where each one has come from and how it has changed. Our superstitions have even become a part of the way we think and speak. Every country in the world has its different superstitions, and I think they're absolutely fascinating.
Now let's listen to it again, and after that you will mark your answers. I have got the keys, but I won't give them to you. That's why you need to do it yourselves, and after that I will check what you have done. So?
I'm not superstitious at all. I mean, most people say touch wood for good luck, but I don't even do that. To tell you the truth, I don't think that being successful in life is about being lucky or unlucky. I think you need to know what you want and then work hard to get it. That's what makes a lucky person, in my opinion.
Is there any reason to believe in superstitions? Probably not. But nobody really knows. If I see a ladder across my path, for example, I always walk around it. You know, just in case. I just don't want to take the risk, that's all.
I never touch wood, throw salt over my shoulder, carry a lucky charm, that kind of thing. I can't believe people still believe in these silly superstitions today. I think we should forget them and leave them in the past where they belong. I'm certainly not going to teach my children to believe in any of that rubbish.
I don't take superstitions very seriously, but they are a kind of hobby. I love to sit down with friends and chat about something strange that has happened. We all laugh and tell each other that it is a sign of good or bad luck. Sometimes we try to guess what might happen next. Of course, we never guess correctly, but we always enjoy ourselves trying.
I find them all so interesting. You know, every superstition has its own history. I love to learn where each one has come from and how it has changed. Our superstitions have even become a part of the way we think and speak. Every country in the world has its different superstitions, and I think they're absolutely fascinating.
Well, now we pass to our next task. Here we are. Right now we are going to discuss a little bit of conditional 2, second conditional. Let's recall some information from here. Hypothetical or unlikely situations or unreal situation in the present. Так, вспоминаем еще раз. Это у нас нереальное настоящее, то есть если бы, то что-то было бы. Но это не так. То есть если бы я была президентом, то я бы что-то совершила, видимо. Обратите внимание, у нас здесь глагол употребляется в простом прошедшем в первой части предложения, и во второй части предложения это у нас future in the past, будущее в прошедшем, would и глагол. Еще на один небольшой нюанс нужно обратить внимание, то когда мы говорим о себе, глагол to be у нас, мы говорим if I were the president, мы говорим во множественном числе. Это у нас условия грамматики, традиционной грамматики. Я знаю, что вы мне сейчас можете возразить, что американцы у нас говорят if I was, и песня Меган Трейнер об этом нам тоже говорит if I was you, I'd wanna be me too. Но это, скажем так, скорее исключение, чем правило. Ну, может быть, когда-то станет правилом, можете похвастаться, что вы еще изучаете классическую английскую грамматику. Итак, еще раз напоминаю. Past simple и would и глагол. Давайте посмотрим. Снова у нас задание. Итак. Listen to the song If I Had $1 Million and put a tick next to the things the person would do if the person had this money. Do you see? It is the second conditional because this is an unreal situation. If I had $1 million, so take a look at the statements. Take a look at the statements. Here we have got make furniture for the house, buy a real fur coat. Do you know what it is? Fur coat? Yes, that is, these are coats that people wear in winter. They contain real fur. So build a tree fort in the yard, spend a week in the castle, buy an ordinary pet. Ordinary means having no peculiarities, usual. Walk to the store, go on a cruise, and drive a limousine. Yeah. Do we have any other things? Yes, we do. Eat more craft and buy really expensive ketchup. Okay, yes, these wishes are really strange, but we are going to listen to the song and maybe they mention all these things here. So don't forget that you should mark the statements.
If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a house. I would buy you a house. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, buy you furniture for your house. Maybe a nice Chesterfield or an ottoman. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a K car, a nice Reliant automobile. And if I had $1 million, I'd buy your love. If I had $1 million, I'd build a tree fort in our yard. If I had $1 million, you could help, it wouldn't be that hard. If I had $1 million, maybe we could put like a little tiny fridge in there somewhere. We could just go up there and hang it. Like open the fridge and stuff, and there are all these foods laid out for us with little pre-wrapped sausages and things. They have pre-wrapped sausages, but they don't have pre-wrapped bacon.
Well, can you blame them?
Oh, yeah.
If I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you a fur coat,
but not a real fur coat, that's cruel.
And if I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you an exotic pet.
Yep, like a lamb or an emu.
And if I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you John Merrick's remains.
Ooh, all them crazy elephant bones.
And if I had $1 million, I'd buy you. If I had $1 million,
we wouldn't have to walk to the store.
If I had $1 million,
no, we'd take a limousine 'cause it costs more.
If I had $1 million,
we wouldn't have to eat Kraft dinner.
But we would eat Kraft dinner.
Of course we would. We just eat more.
And buy really expensive ketchups with it.
That's right. All the fanciest Dijon ketchup.
If I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you a green dress,
but not a real green dress, that's cruel.
And if I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you some art,
a Picasso or a Garfunkel.
If I had $1 million,
If I had $1 million,
well, I'd buy you a monkey.
Haven't you always wanted a monkey?
If I had $1 million, I'd buy you. If I had $1 million,
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 I'd be rich.
Well, I like the dreams of these people, and I hope you enjoyed the song because right now you are going to write down your own personal ideas of what you would do if you had $1 million. Here we are. What would you personally do if you had $1 million? I would like you not to forget to use the second conditional. Let's recall the form, how we form it. Second conditional. If I had $1 million, I would do this. Okay? So I give you the task, and I guess, I would like to write at least 5 statements. What would you do if you had $1 million? So 5 statements, and I guess 3 minutes will be enough for you. Well, and now it's high time to have it's high time to finish our lesson, and I would like you to recall the things that we were talking about today. So take a look. We were discussing conditionals. That means условные предложения. There are 4 types of conditionals: 0, first, second, and third. And remember how they are used. Факты, будущее, условия, нереальное настоящее, нереальное прошедшее. Итак, the group of Olga Valentinovna, you have the task in your students' books. It is page 65. Page 65, you are to do numbers 6, 7, and 8. Take a look. Here we have got conditionals. The first, as far as I remember, and then we have 0 conditional. Here we are, 0, first, second. Do you see? And of course, number 8 is for you to do. And my group, we have already done these exercises. That's why I will give you a separate task. Okay? So, again, the group of Olga Valentina, you have tasks number 6, 7, and 8, page 65 in your student's book. Well, take a look at the form of the conditionals. Here we are. Again, I would like you to copy it into your grammar book. My group has already got it, but I think you may compare with what you have there. So, today we discussed some facts, scientific facts. If something happens, then something happens. If you heat ice, it melts. It is a scientific fact or general truth. Then, first conditional. If something happens, then something will happen in the future. Or if something happens in the future, the result will be like this. If it rains, we will cancel the trip. If you study, you will pass the exam. Second conditional, unreal present. If I won the lottery, I would travel a lot. If I had $1 million, I would buy really expensive ketchup. You remember it from the song? And third conditional is unreal past. If you had studied, you would have passed the exam. If I hadn't been sick, I would have gone to your party. If you hadn't been sick, you wouldn't have had your quarantine. So you would have come to school today and you would have had this Valentine's Day celebration. It is really cool at school today. Pupils don't wear a school uniform. They look very colorful and they give each other Valentines. The songs are all around, and I guess students, and even teachers are very happy today. So it was nice seeing you today. Not seeing, of course, it was nice being with you today. I'm sorry. So our lesson is over. Goodbye.